let's get into our filing. We're gonna do our eye formation. So I'm gonna come down the center of the eye, just making contact, contact down the center of the eye. And then I'm gonna come down, look down the barrel, and I'm gonna work my sidewall, just making contact, very light, no pressure, all the way down, using zone 1 and zone 3 on this side of my file, of my bit. All right, so I've done the center. I'm gonna come back around, do around my cuticle area, and then I'm gonna go zone 3, zone 2, zone 1, and I'm gonna blend that down using zone 1 of my bit, 2 of my bit, and 3 of my bit. Double check it on the profile so I can, and I'm gonna move her around into like 50 different positions so I can see all the different angles of where she is. All right. I know. I move my client around too. They're always like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, I'm moving you. Nobody stays in one position the whole time. I gotta move you around so I can see. Very, you gotta be able to see from all the different angles. All right, I'm gonna come underhand and I'm just gonna kind of clean my perimeter a little bit. And we're gonna do that in our 5-point filing too. All right, she's looking pretty good. Oh, I might have brought that back out of the screen a little bit. Oh, thanks, 5 Nail Lounge. I appreciate it. I got to learn how to do this part. So it's so different. I mean, I did maybe 10 years or more in a classroom, and it's so different trying to teach in front of the camera. All right, so let's do 5-point filing. So we're going to start with 1, and that's just our sidewall. I'm going to brace my file. And then the other side, I learned this from Tracy on Twitch, because I know a lot of us would go here, right? And we wind up with that little flick. So she's like, just move your finger. And it does. It feels weird in the beginning because you're not used to it. But it does. It keeps it nice and straight and parallel because we're so used to doing it on our one side where we have our index finger holding it tight. So bring it to the other side. So that's 1, that's 2. Then we're going to go on our side and we're going to do our lower arches. So anything that would be hanging lower, and the pressure is on the pull up. And then we'll check it on the other side, line it up, and see that little bit that's hanging off, that pressure on the up, and really get that lower arch really nice and clean and tight. All right. And we're doing like kind of that omeletto look. So we kind of have a 5. If you're in a true stiletto or a competition stiletto, you don't have 5 points, 4. So I want to kind of almond this out just a little bit. All right, let's put her in there. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to come underneath and do the velvet.
Don't go lower than that.
Okay. She's going to fall off my table. That's all right. That's all right. We'll figure it out. I know. No, it's too late for that. But for the next time, so here, and I'm just going to kind of clean my shape up. My sides are looking good where I want her. Okay. Here. All right. So I'm going to come over and just make
Amy
sure.
Morgan's on.
What?
Amy Morgan's on.
Morgan?
Amy Morgan.
Amy Morgan. Oh, hey, welcome in. All right. Come over. All right. And then we got to go to client view. Let's see what she sees. All right. Make sure I'm still in view of the camera.
Five Nails says they cut off their nails because I'm going to redo them and I can't chat or text.
Oh no! You're gonna redo your nails. I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. What are you gonna do? I guess we'll find out on your next live. We'll all find out together. I know. I have to redo my nails too. I have Premiere Orlando coming up in 2 weeks. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I kind of like my set now. I don't want to, I'm not ready to take them off yet. Make me happy. I love all things beach and blue. I love my Florida life. And I really like the way these came out. These came out like really what I was hoping for. But I think for Premiere, I should do maybe like something a little bit more. Maybe like a junk nail or two mixed in there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what inspires come next weekend when I'm sitting in here doing my nails. I'll look at my glitter wall and be like, what color do I want to play with? All right, so. And then I'm just going to come down the barrel and just make sure everything is nice and smooth.
I said, oh my gosh, is AI one feel like doing them now? I probably just keep them short for a couple of days. LOL, I love your nails now too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I know there are times I'll get started on my nails. I'll be like 3 nails in. I'll be like, what did I do? I don't want to sit here for another hour. Oh well, you got to get it. You got to do it. All right. All right. So here we are. All right, looking good. I think she's just about ready. So we're gonna get our new manicure brush. All right. We'll dust off any of that. We'll get a little bit of our swipe. So we get our swipe. Clean off all of our dust. And then, of course, we have to go in with our manicure top coat. Love the top coat. So we want to use the top coat. It's super shiny, but it's not bulky. So it'll just let us see what we have. It'll be good and shiny. And then any little touch-ups or tweaks that we need to make, we can go straight in from there. All right. So get our top coat on there. And we're going to do about 30 seconds. Do our 30 seconds in our lamp. And I'm just going to bring back, I didn't wipe off my palette. And I never clean my palette till I'm done with my client, just in case I need to make any. So I'm going to come back in where I had my green. Kind of bring that all back up. It's already warm, so everything is like kind of melting away. I'm going to come in. I'm just going to kind of touch her up just a little bit in some of those corners. So let's bring that up. Take a little bit of her. I'm just going to paint her down. There's some of that there, right? And a little bit over here.
It's in the picture's a little cloudy, but your voice isn't too clear. That's good.
Oh, that's good. Okay. We'll work on it. Thank you. You know, big believer, you got to start somewhere, right? Dress for the job you want. It's funny. So, like, my husband and I were talking a lot yesterday, probably because we were at the pool. It was beautiful out. So we were sitting at the pool, hanging out, and we realized that from now on, the goal is Motivation Monday. So every Monday is all about being motivated, thinking of new motivational, if it's going to be a mantra or just how to stay motivated and how to stay positive mind. Is, what you see is what you be. You have to have that mindset. You got to celebrate all the wins, no matter how big or small they are. You got to celebrate all your wins. And, Motivational Monday, because you got to be motivated, because you got to be able to slay out the rest of the week. All right. See? Super pretty. Let's do any little touch-ups. I'm never concerned about filing out a little bit of color. It's all there. And then from there, again, I can go into my Manicure top coat. I can use Ultimate Finish. I can use Stain Resistant. All my hairstylists get stain resistant. Otherwise, they will all wind up with like level 4 ombre nails. If you know, you know. So, I'm going to put on my top coat. Work her down. Ooh, I really like the way that came out. Super cute. All right, 60 seconds for our final cure. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, everything is about mindset, right? It's amazing what our brains can do and the power our brain have. Same with the power of the written word. Write it down. Write it down. Words mean things. All right. Oh. This is, again, when I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to do a little housekeeping. If my clients are, just sitting there underneath the lamp, make sure they see it. I do clean. And they can kind of see some of the process. I'm also one of those, I don't try to always let them see all of it. It's kind of like, like when they sit down for their pedicure, I don't want them to see it all happening. I want the magic should already be there. So, but definitely have to do some housekeeping. Hi, River Goddess. Welcome in. All right. So, once she's all done, we still have just that little bit of that inhibition layer on there. We're going to take some of our swipe. Put that on her. All right, here's our review. Ooh. We can take some of our cuticle oil. We can take some of our rose oil. Rub that on her. But here we are. Here we go. Okay, here's the review. Let's see. Right? Can you guys see that? Oh, and can I zoom from here? Ooh, I can zoom from here.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
All right, guys, how'd I do?
Hopefully you can see it good.
Yeah, wait, I'm drifting. Here I am. All right. Can you guys see that? All right.
I hope it looks as good to them.
I know. I hope this looks as good on camera as I think it looks here.
The quality on the video is really low.
Oh, that's too bad, because that looks really pretty.
But maybe when it stops and it's a video, it'll show up better.
All right.
It's not lagging.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Oh my God, Vibe Nail Lounge. Thank you so much for supporting me on my first live. I couldn't do it without you, to be honest. So you're my inspiration for everything. Thank you so much. We'll be back. We're gonna figure out all these bugs, and we'll keep moving through it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Boop.
Rock on. You're zoomed in.
Meh, give him the.